Yes, but unfortunately, it's not.
You guys, I just made it to my 183rd country. I am so stoked for Equatorial Guinea. I cannot believe that I actually got through. Let me tell you, well, I'll tell you guys a little secret. We're all friends here, so I'm going to tell you guys just a little secret. The Equatorial Guinea visa is extremely hard to get. I've tried to get it once before in the past. I tried to get it last year and it took forever. I don't know what the heck is going on with Equatorial Guinea, but you send in all of your documents and then somebody on the other side starts asking you for the same documents again and again and again. If anybody else has applied for this visa and had the exact same experience, leave a comment and let everybody know what you did to fix this problem, because I know multiple people who have tried to get this visa and they just continue to ask for the exact same documents, and you can't be like, what the heck? I just sent you that document. Like, obviously the person that's on the other side of the screen, they're the ones who are approving your visa. So you can't, be sassy with them. You just have to continue to send them the exact same documents again and again and again. And I went through this last year and it was just a huge waste of time. I was getting down to the very deadline because I was in Togo for like 7 days, you guys. I was there a long time and there was nothing to do in Togo. And I had to get this Equatorial Guinea visa because I also have a flight to Somalia on March 1st. And that's a whole nother situation. So like, I could not miss this flight to Equatorial Guinea. I just couldn't, there was too much writing on this. So I made my own visa, and I did this by getting a friend's e-visa that they legitimately got after multiple attempts. They sent it to me, and then I had them forward the email that Equatorial Guinea sent them. I had him forward it to me. So I just went in, I did, some creative work on the visa. I, made it look legitimate, and I got through, you guys, and it worked. And I'm just like so relieved because I didn't have to go through the hassle of resubmitting the same document over and over again, waiting a month, being denied. It was glorious. It was so glorious, you guys. So I'm here. I'm at the 183rd country. I'm so happy because I'm officially all done with West Africa. Like, I'm all done, you guys. This was my very last country that I needed for West Africa, and I'm all done now. So yeah, I'm super, super excited. For the next 3 days, we're going to be in Equatorial Guinea. This is a crazy country too, you guys. Like, the very first president they got after independence from Spain was a crazy dictator. There's a documentary on him and you can look him up on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but he was nuts, you guys. Like, crazy guy. He was anti-Christian, anti-religion. He wanted the government to, be the main source of inspiration for the people. He was truly insane, and he did a lot of really bad things to the people here in Equatorial Guinea. So the government is not very structured. I guess that's a nice way of putting it. It's a crazy place. I mean, and people still call this a dictatorship. And they are very afraid of spies here in Equatorial Guinea. There was actually 2 American pilots that were flying. They were private pilots. They were flying Brazilians, 2 Brazilians. I think they were flying them to like some other place. They weren't actually coming here, but they stopped here for fuel. And they thought that these 2 private pilots were spies last year in 2025, and they actually arrested them. And I think that they're actually still here in Equatorial Guinea, which, like, what the heck is going on with that? Like, they're private pilots, like, how does this happen? But it's a crazy country, you guys. And that is even more of a reason why I'm so happy that I got through without any problems. I was like praying to God. I'm like, please God, if this is your will, let me go through without any issues. And I did. I got through, you guys. So I'm super stoked. I'm just super happy. And yeah, I can't wait to go explore Malabo. I'm here in the Ibis Hotel, Ibis. Not the greatest hotel. People at the front kind of have an attitude. It stinks, it's moldy, it's smelly. My friend said he got food poisoning here and was sick the entire trip, so I'm not eating anything here. But yeah, it's good. It's good enough for 3 nights, and I'm so excited. You will never believe what I just got in my email. My Equatorial Guinea visa. I waited 7 days for this visa, you guys, like 7 days. And I was like emailing, hey, can I please get an update on my visa? Hey, my flight is tomorrow. Hey, my flight is like in 2 hours. Can I please get my visa? And you guys, I just got it 2 hours after landing in Equatorial Guinea. Oh, well, nobody can call me illegal now. I'm not illegal, you guys. I got my visa 2 hours after I landed. Also, you guys, the Wi-Fi here and the internet connection in Malabo is absolutely terrible. Even here at the Ibis Hotel, I can't send any messages on WhatsApp, on Instagram. I'm having trouble like connecting to the internet and just doing basic things. The Malabo airport also doesn't have internet. So when you get there, the taxi situation's interesting because you don't really have a choice. You have to get a taxi. They do have an app, a rideshare app. I think it's called Booga. I think it's Booga. It's Buga, I'm pretty sure. But you can download that, but you can't use it if you don't have any Wi-Fi. So maybe you can get an eSIM before you come here. I'm sure that if you go to restaurants and places around, they'll have some Wi-Fi, but even the Wi-Fi here at the hotel doesn't work very well. Yeah, I just double checked. The rideshare app is literally called Booga, Buga. And I thought I was going to use that at the airport, but I can't. The airport ride ended up being 5,000 francs. They use Central African francs here, not West African francs, even though they're the exact same value. Even though the West and the Central African francs are the exact same value, they do not take West African francs here. You have to have Central African francs. I tried to give the taxi driver, no, I'm sorry. Anyway, I gave him the wrong type of franc. I might be confusing the two. They're worth the same, but they won't use them interchangeably, which is silly. So anyways, just make sure that you have the right franc when you get over here. Like, go to the ATM, pick them up, or I don't know, maybe you're going to another country and you can get the right francs before you come over here. But anyways, no internet at the airport. You have to get a taxi. I got mine for 5,000, but I've heard other people got them as low as 2,500. And in the Booga app, it's 2,500 to Ibis from the airport. So I think you could get it for like €1 or €2 or $1 or $2. I think I paid like, I don't know how much 5,000 is. Like, it's not that much. I don't even know what the conversion is, but it's like a couple dollars. All right, guys, it is our second day here in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, and I have to tell you guys, I have good first impressions of Malabo. I had another friend that came here and he said it was super boring, there was nothing to do, but there are some really beautiful Spanish colonial buildings here to go look at. There are great sidewalks. There's not a lot of people out and about walking, so you can just freely walk down the sidewalk. There's no trash or garbage. I actually really like it here, to be honest with you guys, and I said this in another video. I said it in my Eritrea video and people got mad at me, but I really think dictatorships in Africa are actually a very good form of government. And I know people go, oh my God, Emily, I can't believe you would say something like that. That's so terrible. But out of all the dictatorships, quote unquote dictatorships, and that's an arguable point. Some people say they are, some people say they aren't. I've never had a bad experience in one of them. I've always found the countries that are under extreme dictatorships in Africa to be extremely clean. Usually there's very little to almost no crime. There's not a lot of people who are out and about walking. It's actually kind of nice to visit them, to be completely honest with you. So I am actually really enjoying Malabo, Equatorial Guinea. I would probably, I don't know if I'd ever come back here because the visa is the hard part. The visa is really like not fun, but I can't really complain that much about it. It's not too bad. This hotel isn't great, but just because it smells like mildew and it's not fun to sleep, when you're breathing in like mold and mildew. And there was a couple other issues with it, like the internet's not good. There's a couple problems, right? But overall, I'm kind of liking Malabo, you guys. It's not that bad. And I know I'm going to get comments that say, oh, well, you don't live in a dictatorship, and if you were a citizen of one of these countries, you would never say something like that. You guys, spare me the woe stories. Okay, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a country that has rule, that has order, that has low crime rates, that's clean? Would you rather have a functioning government and a functioning society here in Africa? Or would you rather live in a country with piles of garbage and trash everywhere, extremely high crime rates, but you don't have a government telling you what to do? I don't want to live in a society like that. I don't want to live there. I'm not saying dictatorships are good. I'm not saying they're overall good. And I don't think that the entire world benefits from dictatorships, but from what I've experienced just here in the continent of Africa, the countries that are under dictatorships are actually very well organized. They're clean and they function better than the other countries, especially any banana republics in Africa. The banana republics do horribly. They're horrible. Look at how nice and beautiful it is.
Roads are nicely paved, clean sidewalks. One of the bonjours, and they have coffee here. This is like a powder coffee with some toppings that they put on it. And then they had some Mentos, and I haven't tried these Fanta ones, so I stopped and got those ones. Here's one of their city buses that they take. It says assistance from China. So those are from China. I'm wondering if the roads are newly paved from China too, or the sidewalks. This would of course be a hub for China. They would love to come here and, you know, utilize the oil. Buenas tardes. This is the area closer to Cafe Malabo. It's more congested, more people. There's more historical Spanish buildings here. potatoes with cheese, bacon. This looks really good. I just tried to go to this restaurant. I don't know how to say it. Terraza de Ambo, and they didn't have any Wi-Fi. So now I'm headed back over to the main city center. I was trying to get a cab from my hotel, and the receptionist, I asked how much it was while she was standing there next to the taxi driver, and she was egging him on to try to charge me $5,000 when the price is really like $1,000 to $3,000. $3,000's on the higher side, but she was like trying to egg him on to like overcharge me. So yeah, I definitely would not recommend that Ibis again. That was just such an awful hotel, and I would never ever go there again. So yeah, I'm gonna try this one, this Air restaurant, and see if they might have Wi-Fi. And then if they don't, our last stop is the Malabo Cafe. We're just gonna head right back to the Malabo Cafe because that's the only place with Wi-Fi. I've noticed that every single cafe that you go to has these little codes that you have to enter. So you get into the Wi-Fi and then you have to put this code in, and they do the same thing over at Cafe Malabo. I went to this other Cafe Del Mal. It's right across the street from Cafe Malabo because I just wanted to try something different because that other restaurant didn't have Wi-Fi. But if they do have Wi-Fi here in Malabo, it's on these little cards. You guys, I just can't say enough bad things about this hotel. This hotel has been one of the worst hotels I've ever stayed at. They only gave me one towel, you guys, for a 3-night stay. They literally didn't even give me like a small tiny hand towel, like no wash rag, like nothing. One towel, you guys, one singular towel, not even like a small tiny towel and then a big towel, like nothing, just one towel. The receptionist will go out of their way to try to make a bad stay for you. That woman earlier today trying to egg on the taxi driver to overcharge me. I asked what the price was, and she was saying, oh, cinco mil, because she thought I didn't understand Spanish. Rides, just so you guys know, are around 500 to 1,000. So like if it's in the city center, it's 500, which is $1. A little less than $1. And if it's like a little bit outside, then it might be like, 1,000. My friend also said that the food here made him sick. He said his entire trip to Malabo was also ruined by this hotel because he was sick the entire time. And then to top it off, there's no Wi-Fi. There's no internet. They have Wi-Fi, but it doesn't work. I had to walk all the way to Cafe Malabo just so that I had some internet, you guys. This morning, you guys, I was asleep and the maid came and knocked on the door and she wouldn't stop knocking. She tried to open the door and the lock was on. And instead of like leaving and being like, oh, this person's probably asleep, she just kept knocking, you guys. She knocked for like maybe 10 minutes. And I finally got up and opened the door and I was just like, no thanks. And then I shut the door. And she wouldn't stop knocking, you guys. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? She wouldn't go away. Also, you guys, maybe this is not surprising to you. It really wasn't a surprise to me either, but this is the richest country in all of Africa. So I really believed, I'm so naive, you guys, because I actually believed that the government put in these sidewalks and the streets, the newly paved streets in Malabo. And then I looked up the history of the construction of Malabo, and it was all done by the Chinese a couple of years ago. And the only reason that I even thought to look that up is because the friend that I mentioned, he came here and he said it was just awful. He was like, that was one of the worst places I've ever been. It's rough. It was terrible. And then I messaged him and I'm like, hey, this is not that bad. Like the streets and the sidewalks look amazing. And he's like, what? What do you mean? They didn't look amazing when I went. And then I looked it up, you guys, and like China recently just put in all of the sidewalks and the roads. And I legitimately thought, oh, it's the richest country in Africa. They must just be putting more resources back into the community. All right, guys, this is my second to last day here in Malabo. We leave and get to the airport to fly out tomorrow. We're going to Somalia and we have a layover in Ethiopia. Today, I don't know what I'm going to do today, to be honest. I'm getting kind of bored. The problem I ran into is that I don't have any Wi-Fi here. We've already mentioned this like 10 times. You guys know I have no Wi-Fi at the hotel. So I have to go all the way into the city center. But the other problem is the outlet here broke my outlet converter, the little box that I plug things into.
So now I have to go find like a new little, you know, a little box that you know what I'm talking about, the little boxes that you know, plug your phone wire into, like to charge. So anyways, I have to go find another one of those. And yeah, I'm over Malabo, and it's really mostly due to this hotel. This has been like such a wildly awful hotel, you guys, in so many ways.
You guys, this thing is broken. I try to take this thing out and the whole thing just comes apart. There was something jammed inside the outlet here at the hotel. I tried to put this one in and it got stuck, and then it came apart from my box. And I've had this thing for a long time, you guys. Like, I'm really sad because this is like the best outlet converter I think I've ever purchased, and yeah, it like came apart. So I have to go find another one. Of course, there's not a place to charge USB here in the hotel. Like, they don't have any, you know, outlets that I could charge it to. So yeah, it's a problem. This is supposed to be their solution to like letting the mold and the mildew out. It's really stinky in here. And then this entire hotel is like under construction. Yesterday I had this do not disturb on my door and it flew off because of the wind. And then they just continuously knocked on my door for like forever. But yeah, this is all the hallways. It's really bad, you guys, and this hotel is $110 USD per night. I just stopped by the, I think it's called Vintage Mall, and I got a little perfume. They actually had a really big selection of like Ray-Ban sunglasses and perfumes. They had some good stuff in the mall. And now I'm just walking around. I'm trying to find a restaurant that I wanted to go to, but my phone is dead, and I got another phone charger, thankfully. So I'm just waiting for the phone to turn back on, and then we're gonna head over to one of their nicer restaurants here. I'm really excited for it. It's supposed to be like a French restaurant. So you guys, this restaurant shows up on Google Maps, but when I actually go there, there's nothing there. There's like a pharmacy, and I asked the lady down below where this was, and she told me upstairs, but then when I went upstairs, this place wasn't there. So I don't know, I'm just gonna skip it. I'm going to try something new, so I don't just keep going back to the exact same cafe, Malabo, every single day. Maybe I'll try this La Luna. This place looked really good this morning when I was looking, or yesterday when I was looking, not this morning. Yeah, I think we'll try that one. Wow, look at this, you guys. This is La Luna. This is a big restaurant. I'm excited for this place. This looks really nice. Looks great. Oh, this is really cool. I see the Spanish flag over there. Oh, look at this amazing fish, you guys. I think this is grilled sole. It's huge too. I don't know if you guys can see how massive this fish is. It looks really good. so excited to try this. This looks so good. This is really, really good. It has like a marinade on top of it. It's a little bit sweet. This place, La Luna, was so delicious, you guys. I wish I had come here earlier. It was like 10 out of 10 for Africa. It was really, really good. The food was amazing. All right, guys, I am just trying to get a taxi and we are headed over to the airport now.